Okay, Morgan, congratulations.
Thanks.
You have just finished, how many, 9 months?
9
In our
months.
ReadRx program. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So, why LearningRx? What was hard?
What, do you want to start?
It was mostly reading, and I felt like I couldn't read stuff, and I would get really frustrated and just feel like I was going to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frustration level with anything that had to do with reading, explaining herself, expressing herself was difficult, and she would just get frustrated. So
Yeah.
it felt like she was kind of closing down to all of that.
Yeah. And losing the love of learning?
Of learning, of trying new things. I think she started becoming scared to try stuff.
Yeah. So, you came here for 9 months. That must have been hard. What was it like?
It was really actually pretty fun because you'd come and it would just be like, everything is nice, because it still's pretty hard for some things, but after a while you just jump over things you thought you never could get past, and your trainer, it feels like your trainer has been made especially for you.
Yeah.
So when you train and everything,
She knew just how hard to push you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't feel that good or I felt lazy, she's like, you can keep doing it, and it kind of gives you strength. It makes you think, I can do it.
That's great. Good match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was. She felt like she was coming not to a trainer, but to a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so one of the toughest things is, that families ask us is, how could you do it for 8 months?
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Mm-hmm. Well, for parents,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's dedication on the parents' part. I mean, you have to
Sacrifice.
want this.
Yeah.
You have to want this for the child. But I think that when you see the results after a while, when you're in the middle of the whole thing, of the stretch,
Yeah.
you start to see those results, the confidence level, maybe trying new things. In our case, it was the wanting to read more and being able to express herself. That it was worth it.
That's great. So let's talk about some of the changes. Morgan, tell me what's different this year about your looking forward to homeschooling. You gave a great story just a while ago.
Yeah, last year I felt like getting up was just like getting up to a really bad day, and then at the end of the day I just felt frustrated and I felt like I couldn't do anything, and waking up every day it felt like, this is
Painful.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
And now this year, when it started back up, I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm going to tackle this day with a bright smile, and I run downstairs. I'm like, I'm ready to learn. And then I sat down, did all my studies and everything, and it was very fun. And then I felt like I can actually do this for an entire year, and I didn't feel like it's not going to work, because I'm like, how am I going to do this for a whole year? And now I can.
Now you can. So how about you guys? What did you see?
Well, one of our desires for our kids, and one of the reasons why we homeschool, was because we wanted to create what Jefferson called the lifelong learner.
Yeah.
I talked about, and now she has that desire to be a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
And
so
struggle.
that's what it's all about,
Yeah.
the confidence. So some of the practical things she can do now.
She can do now. I mean, she likes to read. She wants to read. You have to read in order to learn, right?
Yes.
You have to be able to.
Yeah.
If you're doing math or you're doing spelling or geography, you have to be able to
Yeah.
read. And now that's not an obstacle. It's just an accepted thing
Yeah.
for her.
And those frustration levels that were so paralyzing
Have pretty much gone away. And it's
Yeah.
the normal frustrations that you have with
Yeah.
with learning.
Yeah.
But
Well, good. So it's your commencement. It's time to go off and do great things. Will you be sure to drop us a postcard? You're going to tell us about that book that you went and picked out from the library, right?
Yeah, that nice big
Tell it-
book.
Big book. Tell us how it ends. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.